Yeah, I didn't really like um spend a lot of time. I kind of like shuffled them, put them down. That was that. So it, I almost didn't want to do it just for the fact that it has like such a similar vibe to the last reading I did, and I just, you know, I don't want to be saying the same thing over and over again. Like, you know what I mean? Um, for some of you, there's movement for a specific relationship. Like there's a relationship or a something that the movement, it almost like most of the movement is being done from what I can get behind the scenes. This is something that's like um the last reading I had, I mean the chariot wasn't even in it, but the moon card, it had this feeling to it. It was almost like an underlying like things that we do, but it wasn't uh like subconsciously. This was like things that we know we do. So like things we know we do that we shouldn't be doing, or things that we kind of still haven't been able to really get a handle on yet. So for the last reading I did, it was like somebody who overthinks, somebody who kind of overanalyzes, and they just aren't in like that flow of just letting things happen. Um, so that's what I'm getting here. I think it has something to do with that relationship as well. It could be the same people involved, or if this is just you that you know you're watching another video and I'm tapping into that energy. Hey, welcome back. But I get the feeling, and it's like it almost seems like there's no movement for whatever this relationship is. It seems like there's nothing. The sphinxes aren't moving; they're just sitting there, and it's almost like what I'm seeing. Like you ever like a bunch of animals or something like crosses a path in front of you, or like you just kind of like they don't move. They're just like sitting there, and you're left like, well, what do I do? Like there's all these animals, like how do I just have to sit? That's what I'm getting. Like that's like this, like he's stuck at like, you know, a road, and in front of him this is what he's seeing a wolf and a dog and a lot like a crawfish, like all this stuff going on. He's just like, how the fuck am I gonna get past here? Like that's what I'm getting. It's like there wants to be movement, and there is movement, but the movement isn't being seen because I really feel like a lot of this stuff is kind of happening behind the scenes, and it's also having to be worked on in, I don't want to say a gross way, but it's almost like that stuff you don't want to have to take care of. Like, you know, this would be like the deep cleaning, like you're going in deep to cabinets, and you're like really getting in there, and you're cleaning out stuff, and you're getting rid of stuff that you haven't touched in years, and like everything's like it's, but that's how it feels. It's kind of like jumbled up and stirred up. You know when you get somewhere you haven't been in a while, it's kind of dusty, and you like move it all around, and you almost get like that gross. But once it's cleared out and once it's done, it's like fresh, and you can't see it, but it feels cleaner, feels nicer, feels fresher. That's what this is to me. This is like, it almost has like this illusion that it's nothing's happening, or it's not, but like underneath it's this cleaning, this all this stuff, these unseen things, these that fine line that everyone walks between feral and domesticated. It's trying to navigate through that valley. Really, it's like being in a valley. You have a wolf on one side, a dog on the other, and you can't go back. You're going forward. So it's like you kind of have to stay aware of yourself, of your surroundings, because it's not just you that you have to worry about. I mean, you get too far over here, you might stay over here. Get too far over here, you might stay over here. It's important that you you keep going in a way that's, you know, leading you to where it needs to be. I really love this, the lovers with the sun and the moon. That it's like this. Even on this card, it's very beautiful. Let's see. So this might be something you both are aware of, you know, spiritually. This is more of a upper awareness, you know, kind of a spiritual thing, you know. Probably definitely filing under it's complicated, that's for sure. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Is all this is incredible. This is all majors here. So this is really important stuff. Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups. You know, just beautiful. Wow. It seems like you guys are heading in the right direction. You're heading in a direction that you both want. This is not like just one person, or it seems, you know, everyone wants and is on the same page, but everyone's having to do this work here. Which sucks, but you know what? Like, do the work and this will clear out, and then you can move forward. This is really pretty. Where should I start? I heard fear. You know, that sounds good. I like that. So we'll do that. What are some fears here being worked on currently? Some fears. Ooh, 5 of Swords. This one's okay. So you know, I don't know. I think I'm getting one side from each, which is kind of funny. So maybe a female and a male take here. Because this one wanted to come out, which you guys are, I feel you're both working on them. You really are. It's not easy, but you guys are doing the work. So good job. For the feminine side, you know, I think a lot of the fear is it might be that it's just very passionate. It's not very lasting. It's almost like it could just be sex. You know, it could just be maybe they're afraid that's all they want, or it's just afraid that's all it is. You know, it is. You know, I think maybe the masculine is a little bit more it's funny because this is that sword, that cunning, deceptive sword thing again. So still masculine, still on his shit, that's for sure. Masculine back on his shit. You know, I think he's worried about deception. I think he's worried about, you know, are they really what they are, or, you know, and again, a bad choice? Is this, you know, I think it's, have I learned enough? Have I, you know, if you haven't watched that, I don't know, because depending on like how I record them, I usually sit down, I'll do like a few, and then like I'll upload them in the order. So it's like, I'm not sure how it comes up on the thing, but like you'll definitely see with the moon, because the moon was there. So you might want to watch that reading, because this feels a lot like this. So like whoever like the masculine is, or like I feel like that reading would be more tied to you, because that's the feeling I'm getting from these two cards here. Like that's, I think they're working through both of these things. I think each person, you know, are working on this. Let's see. no, I you have things pop in your head, and it's kind of like I've learned to kind of like just spit out whatever I hear, and like it usually means something somewhere for someone or whatever, and that's great. But like when it's real like sappy or like I just want to roll my eyes a little bit. I just you know they're like, oh, message, like what kind of a message do they have? So I'll do the same thing again. I'm gonna do this. I'll do left message will be masculine, right will be feminine. All right, let's do that. Messages. I'm not sure these popped out like this, so I'll just do this. Immediately I heard, I am working on this. So I don't know if somebody was worried that maybe they aren't, or that they're never going to get over it, or that they're never gonna, but like the feminine, this is like, I am working on this. There's, you just, let me work on it. Just, despite what it looks like, I really feel like the higher message for the divine masculine, or from the divine masculine, is that from a highest perspective here, everything is right on time. Everything is progressing exactly how it should. Which is very different from the energy I actually pick up from this masculine, which is kind of, and rightly so. I mean, they're working on a lot of stuff, so it's like they're not going to have like the clearest, but I think that like if you took each of these people, right, and you had each of their higher selves like able to give a message, that's what this is to me. That's like the female, the feminine, is I'm working hard, and I'm very focused. I'm laser focused on this. Like this is, I'm working on getting my shit together, cleaning myself up, getting better. And that's really all I'm working on. That's like, that's what I'm doing. It's really, it's like down to business for the feminine. That's what I'm getting here. The masculine it's kind of funny. It's almost like the higher self. It's like a feeling of like comfort. Like, you need to know this. You need to know. You need to understand this. Like there's a definite need to know this for the masculine, because like I think they might be having a hard time with these thoughts and these things in their head, So if originally I thought these were going to be messages for each other, but it kind of sounds like these are just messages in general from the higher self. So I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, what should I know? What else? What else? Okay, I guess we're gonna keep going with the 2 theme. I'm just gonna keep going. So masculine, feminine. This is kind of a crazy way to read this. I don't know if I've ever done this before. It feels like once this is really kind of, I heard agreed upon, so I'm not sure what that is. What needs to be agreed upon here? I'm not sure what that is, but it seems like once this is worked out, you know what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that tube that like they stick in. What is that? Is it Stanley Steamer? What is that? The tube they stick in the thing and it like yeah, the air duct cleaning things, right? That's what I'm thinking. It's like once that's all done, right? Because that's what it's doing. It's like going in and cleaning out all this dust and crap, you know? Like once that, it's like there's no more deciding anything. There's no more waiting. There's no more. It's just boom, you know? So I mean, I feel like whatever this is, maybe has been kind of forming for a long time or a long time coming kind of thing, kind of feel, but it's progressing exactly how it should. That was a huge message. Like, it really, like, so for whoever who feels like it's not, that's really nice. Look at that. King of Pentacles. Someone may be worried about their money, about their stability, or maybe just how things look in general. No worries here. Three of Wands. I really like this. I really, ship's coming in. It's nice, but it's taking some work. You know. I love it. All right. Nope. I'm not taking that many. What advice? What am I at? 16, 17. What advice here? What advice? What advice? What advice? Oop. There's at this point, honestly, what I'm getting, there's just no point. There's no point in doing this anymore because even if you wanted to stop it, you couldn't. So I don't know if that's supposed to be comforting or not. I don't know. The more I think that's ugh. It's a little terrifying. In a way. You know, it's kind of funny too, in a way, because you know you're spending so much time thinking like, oh my god, what if it doesn't happen, or what, you know, when will it happen, or like, maybe you should be thinking about ain't no stopping this, like, you know, that's that. It's not as sad as that Mayer song, you know, stop this train, but it's like that feeling, like there's no stopping it. That's the feeling, and that's like the general message I'm getting from here. It's like once all this is cleared up and worked out and, you know, all systems go, like there's no more deciding, there's no more options, there's no more thinking, there's no more anything. It's go time. And the universe will make it that exactly what it is. Like, so I guess no worries or worries. It's up to you how you want to spend this last little bit of time, because it doesn't matter. It's happening whether you like it or not. I'm not sure if that helps. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. But if I could, you know, just, why not spend that last little bit of time enjoying yourself? You know? Why spend it worrying? Especially if it doesn't matter if you could spend every night, every day worrying about this shit. Won't make any kind of difference. So why do it? Walk away from things that don't help. All right, that's it. I hope this is able to help. Very cool reading. Again, I don't think I've ever done this like this. To have like masculine and feminine kind of come through and hijack the reading in that way. So that's neat. I hope this is able to help, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.